Well, Jamie, we're looking ahead to Sunday. We've recently seen the draw. 6 teams in our group. 3 Championship, 3 Premiership. For Hull City, which is effectively their B team. Motherwell, obviously Championship. Claremont Colts, who we know very well, Championship. Glenrothes, who were obviously promoted this season, previous season up for this season. Dalkeith as well, who sit obviously top of our league, and obviously we're ourselves. What was your kind of take on the group?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, it's good to be back into the Scottish Cup kind of format and stuff. So, in terms of the group, it's for us, it's one game at a time. And obviously it's a good group, and I think if you're looking on paper, it looks pretty good from our perspective. But you can't take that, lightly. We've got to go out and do a job and professional as well. And for us, the key for us on Sunday is to take one game at a time, and we'll see where we go from there, and hopefully by the end of it, we'll be through into the next round.
Of course, the tournament setting, something we're quite familiar with now. Obviously, taking part in Blantyre twice, and it's something that we seem to have adapted to well. It's totally different from the league format. There's a total different pressure. Obviously, the Scottish Cup's a kind of fairly new competition. It's been added to the Pan League. It's becoming kind of a lot more serious now, and it's one of the kind of the bigger days of the season. For a guy of obviously like your experience in the league, is it nice to obviously take part in something as official as the Scottish Cup?
Yeah, of course. It's well known around the country. From professional to any level. So it's obviously a very big and privileged competition to play in. So it's a very unique set as well. It's set up very differently from even the other domestic competitions that we've played in this season. 6 teams and split into groups of two groups of 6. And it's different. It's very different from what we're used to playing in. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, obviously you touch on the kind of bigger groups as well. Obviously the time factor is obviously the key for the time we can obviously have up there and playing. But it's going to be a long day of a round robin, because you're going to play a round robin a 5 games minimum to obviously qualify out the group. If you qualify top 2, and then effectively if you qualify out, you're playing that extra game of 6, and then 7 if you get all the way to the final. Training wise, you think that the team is prepared enough to handle the 7 game pressure, or minimum 5 game pressure?
Absolutely, we know what we have to do on the day, but I mean in training we're always trying to prepare ourselves for the best outcome of whatever tournament we compete in. I mean we've prepared ourselves, I believe, in the best possible way going into Sunday. So hopefully that we can continue our good form and take it into Sunday, and hopefully we can go home with a cup. But of course, it's like I say, it's still a big day. It's a long day. It's going to be tough for the boys, myself, and everybody surrounding it. But we've just got to focus on us, and one game at a time, I believe, is the key for us on Sunday.
And obviously the transfer window's been pretty hot for us as well. We obviously signed Ronan and Martin. Where do you think that they'll fit in for obviously the Scottish Cup, and then the last 2 fixture days that we'll have, obviously September and October? Where do you think they guys will fit in now at this season and then moving forward?
Well, yeah, I think they were signed at the right time for us. We maybe needed just a little bit extra quality in the door, just to push the guys that are here as well. They needed that wee bit of a lift for them, for their minds as well, to go on and try and play even better, and that these guys will bring in which I believe is already a really talented squad. That could be the difference on Sunday. The strength and depth that we have could play a big factor. It's something we didn't have throughout most of this season, even though I still think we've done remarkably well. Still won a domestic cup, sitting 3rd in the league. I think it's easy saying that we're going to be up there and we're going to be doing that, but it's a different thing actually doing it. So the boys deserve a lot of credit for that. But the season's not done yet. We've got more success to try and bring home, and hopefully we can do that on Sunday.
Yeah, obviously you say yourself there, it's a lot easier said than done. There's a lot of pressure comes with playing at the Pan League. It's a lot of pressure comes with being there in the day. I think the chat for being on the outside to actually being there on the day, 500 people as in players, and then you're talking to all the supporters that come with. It's a lot of pressure. But obviously, you've got quite a bit of experience in playing in this league and playing in these settings. What would it be, and how would it feel for somebody with the experience of you and all the trophies that you've won, the accolades you've picked up over the years, to win something as big as the Scottish Cup? And how would that be for you?
Well, yeah, obviously something that I've never done before, so it's definitely something I set personally for myself, a task to complete. and hopefully on Sunday we can do that. But like I said, for all of us, it's about going there on the day and try and handle the pressure, try and compete at the best possible standard we can, and bring the cup home. You know, I mean, there's some quality teams there. I think we've got to look at that, and we cannot take any game lightly. You know, even though there's teams there from the Championship as well. These guys have got nothing to lose. You know, they'll go in with the mindset of, you know, let's go in and see what we can do. We can't be naive to that. We've got to step up and perform on the day. We focus on ourselves and only ourselves on the day, and I'm sure we'll prevail in the end.
Well, Jamie, thanks for your time, and then of course, obviously, best of luck for Sunday.
Thank you.